Okay, hi everyone. We're going to get started. Thank you very much for joining me today for the Human Resources Management Information webinar. What we'll do is we will get started right away. Just give me one moment. Okay, let's start with, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about York University and who we are here at the School of Continuing Studies. Wanted the opportunity to tell you a bit more about York and how rich its history is. We are the second largest university in Ontario, and we are the third largest university in Canada. We are known for academic excellence, so 98% of the professors have the highest educational qualification in their field. We have accomplished alumni that span the globe and are making an impact in their fields and really redefining leadership. Like I mentioned earlier, we also have a very rich research history, and we have an expertise in pedagogy, online learning, and instructional design. My name is Marina De Bona, and I'm a program manager for the School of Continuing Studies. Our school, we're located on the Kiel campus of York University's main campus. We are conveniently located, so near all of the 400 series highways. We're accessible, of course, by TTC, GO, York Region, Brampton, and all Viva transit systems. What we do here in the School of Continuing Studies is really provide meaningful learning opportunities which combine guided instruction with practical application. So all of our programs, they're designed to develop the well-rounded professionals that employers value, that have both the deep discipline knowledge and those broader skills that are required to communicate and be effective within a multidisciplinary team. We have a variety of options that suit everyone's learning style and schedule. And of course, at the end, adding a recognized respected credential such as a York University professional certificate has really never been more convenient. So in terms of the agenda for today, I will talk about why students study human resources, what makes our program unique, what is the value of the CHRP designation to a human resources professional's career, what are our program requirements, and the additional course that we've introduced in the full-time program called Business Foundations. What are our admission requirements and our schedule? More information about laddering into a second degree here at York. I'll talk a little bit about the HRPA, which is the Professional Association, the Human Resources Professional Association, our tuition fees, and then lastly, how to apply for our programs. And then we will leave the end of my presentation. We could have a Q&A, question and answer period, and I will open it up to the floor, and you can ask me any question that you have. In order to ask a question, you can type it up in the question box, and then I will read out the question, and then I will do my best to answer. So let's start with human resources management and what it actually is. Well, HRM, what we call HRM or human resources management, is the function within an organization that focuses on recruitment, management, and providing direction for the people who work within the organization. So HRM, the acronym, is what I'm going to be using in the presentation, is really that organizational function that deals with issues that are related to people, such as compensation, hiring, performance management, wellness, safety, benefits, employee motivation, communication. Now, HRM is also a very strategic and comprehensive approach to managing people and the workplace culture and environment. So effective HR enables employees to contribute effectively and productively to the overall company direction and the accomplishment of the overall organization's goals and objectives as well. Now, HR is really moving away from that transitional personnel administration and transactional role that it's known for in the past. Those things are increasingly being outsourced. HRM is now expected to add value to the strategic utilization of employees, and that employee programs impact the business in very measurable ways. Now, I also wanted to say that why would someone study human resources management? Now, studying human resources management is not just for people who work in an HR department. So you could be a people manager that is not actually working in HR, but you have direct reports. So having a really good understanding of HR is important for everyone who gets work done through other people. Okay, as I mentioned, people managers are normally responsible for many HR activities, including recruitment and selection, compensation, training and development. So having that background in HR will only make you a better manager. Now, in terms of careers in human resources management, many people, of course, are eager to start a career in HR. It's a very fast-growing career field with many, many lucrative opportunities. So career analysts expect the number of HR jobs to only increase in the future. And really, the median annual income for careers in HR is above the national average. So for these reasons and more, you're probably wondering, how do I start a career in HR on my own? Well, besides taking our program, of course, some of the job titles that you will grow accustomed to seeing on such sites as Indeed or Workopolis are HR generalists, recruiters, learning and development specialists, health and safety officers, compensation specialists, labor relations specialists, career counselors, corporate training, HR officers. So as you can see, there are, you could either be a generalist where you are responsible for a variety of different things in your job, or you can actually even focus on an area such as health and safety or industrial relations, for example. Now, in terms of career options, just expanding on what I was saying, our program, so in order to become a entry-level HR assistant or HR associate or coordinator, as you can see on this graph in front of you, the CHRP designation is going to be a very important aspect to getting that role. If you look at the actual jobs that are posted today, they highly encourage applicants to have the CHRP designation. Okay, and at times it's actually mandatory. So in terms of the qualifications, you would finish our post-degree certificate in HR, which is our full-time program, or the part-time program, either or, and you would fulfill the HRPA requirements, which are you would become a member of the HRPA, you would write the CKE1 or the CKE2 knowledge exam. So the CKE1 is for the CHRP designation, and the CKE2 is for the CHRL, which is one step higher and requires an undergraduate degree. You would complete the job ready program through the HRPA, and then you would write a jurisprudence exam or an employment law exam. And then once you have all of those qualifications, you would be qualified for the CHRP designation, and then you would then be qualified to apply for some of the roles that are on the screen right now. Now, what makes our program unique? A few things that I wanted to tell you about. The first thing is that it's cohort-based. So what that means is that the students will start and finish with the exact same group of people. This provides more opportunities for you to get to know your classmates, so you don't have different people in every single course. You're actually going to graduate with a class of colleagues. You will meet all of the educational requirements for the CHRP designation. We have integrated into the program a lot of non-HR competencies, which have been we've been advised by our advisory committee on the non-HR competencies that are critical for new hires to have. We provide very experienced instructors, all of which are also practitioners, so they can bring the blend of academics with actual experiential knowledge to the classroom and provide really amazing examples of how to apply the theory to the workplace. Our programs are very flexible, so we have a full-time program. We also have a fully online program as well. Again, because it's cohort-based, there's opportunities for networking with our students and with our instructors, so everyone gets to know each other very well, and really it's a great way to create a community of practice. And lastly is our advisory committee, which is made up of senior HR professionals in the field, and they at times we invite them in, and we also provide opportunities for our students to connect with the advisory committee as well. Different networking opportunities. Now, in terms of the non-HR competencies, I just didn't want I just wanted to go back there for 1 second. Some of the things that we've incorporated into the program are communication skills, critical thinking, data literacy. We have a component on applied research and data, making effective presentations, proposal writing, business acumen, and ethics. So those are just some of the things that are integrated into our program. And what's also very important about all of our programs through the School of Continuing Studies is that our goal in all of these programs is to produce graduates who are T-shaped professionals. So what that means is that we produce graduates who can write, speak, negotiate, problem solve, and make ethical decisions and think critically. Graduates will have that depth of experience or expertise from the experiences that they gain from work within a particular division or unit, as well as any past education programs that they have may have completed. So that depth of experience, expertise is the HR, and the breadth of knowledge are all those soft skills that you're going to need in order to hit the ground running when you get your first job. Now we have 2 programs that we offer here through the school. The first one is the leading university level post-degree certificate in HR management. That's the full-time program. And then we have Canada's only part-time cohort certificate as well. So let me tell you a little bit about the full-time program. Normally the students that take this program are recent university graduates who can take time off during the day from September to April. The program is over 8 months. We also have international students that take our program and have been taking our program for the last 2 or 3 years. Again, you can complete the program from September to April. You would complete the 9 HRPA designated courses in the program, plus you would have an additional course for a total of 10. The 10th course is Business Foundations. The program still enables people to have part-time jobs because they're in class not the entire day, and it requires, at this moment, it requires because it's a post-degree, it does require a BA, and there is a formal application process. So the post-degree certificate in HR, this is how the program looks. We normally start with the Business Foundations and for Human Resources Professionals. That is the first course that we offer because that's a really good way to kickstart the program. And then we go into the 2 prerequisite courses, which are Human Resources Management and Introduction to Organizational Behavior. And then those are the other courses there that you see on the screen. We cover Intro to Accounting, Occupational Health and Safety, Industrial Relations, HR Planning, Recruitment Selection, Training and Development, and Compensation. And we are currently also developing a course in employment law that we will be incorporating as an add-on to this program for an additional fee, of course, which will prepare students to write the jurisprudence exam at the HRPA. For international students, we do have an English language proficiency for this program. The required IELTS score is 6.5. If you do have an IELTS score that is lower, 6.0 or lower, you could join regularly scheduled English language programs that we also offer here through the school to improve your language proficiency. And of course, we also have tutoring available for international students for a fee. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the Certificate in HR, which is the fully online program. This program is very, very flexible. It is asynchronous, which means that you do not need to be online at any specific time. Therefore, you can log on late at night, on the weekend, whenever is convenient for you. This program is designed for working professionals. You have an opportunity to do individual assignments as well as work on group assignments. You're responsible for participating in weekly discussion forums that are online, but again, asynchronous. So in terms of dedication, you would dedicate about 5 to 7 hours a week on reading, homework, and participating in the weekly discussion forums. You can finish the program in just under 2 years, and you are guaranteed all the 9 HRPA CHRP courses. So that's why this program is great, because it's in a cohort, we can guarantee that you will complete all the 9 courses that you need. Now, this program is only 9 courses. It starts with HR management and introduction to organizational behavior, and then it goes on to cover the other courses, the other 7 courses as well that you see here on your screen. We do incorporate a short webinar at the beginning of this program that deals specifically with working in teams in an online environment, and that is going to be piloted and launched in the fall of 2017. So you can look forward to that program and that webinar as if you are interested in the part-time online program. In terms of the admission requirements for the full-time program, the minimum is a BA. Official transcripts are required. International students need to provide original English translated copies of their university degree. There is a completed online application form that you need to complete, and there is a $79 fee for that. And of course, proof of language proficiency, like I mentioned before, for international students only. Now, for the part-time program, you need to be a mature student. You have to have successfully attended at least a year of college or university, or otherwise be eligible for admission to the university. So, and it is a direct registration, so there is no application process required. In terms of the next offerings of our program, the post-degree program is offered twice a year in September of 2017, and then we will also have a winter offering in 2018. The part-time online program, we have a cohort starting in September, one in January, and then another one in May of next year. Now, full schedules are also available on our website. Now, in terms of the value of the CHRP designation to your career, now the HR profession is gaining a lot of strength and credibility, like I mentioned before. What is the HRPA? The Human Resources Professionals Association is the association that grants this designation in the province of Ontario. It's a professional regulatory body for those practicing HR in Ontario. Now, according to a large study that was conducted by payscale.com, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with PayScale, they can confirm that those that have obtained the CHRP designation are promoted faster, they're hired by larger companies, and earn more than those that don't have the CHRP designation. They also indicate that job postings requiring the CHRP designation actually have increased by 70%. So that's pretty alarming. Not only does the CHRP designation correlate to more job opportunities for HR professionals, but it could actually even be tied to promotions, to higher levels of responsibility and pay. Now, PayScale was able to look at look at an HR professional's career path, specifically how their job title changed in the span of 5 years. And then they looked more closely to see if these individuals who earned the CHRP progressed into higher level positions more quickly than their colleagues, and that didn't have the CHRP designation. And the conclusion, based on their analysis, was that professionals with the CHRP designation were promoted more frequently. They moved into higher positions more often than those without the CHRP. So of course, in closing, when you review all the various markers, such as pay, career progression, job opportunities, earning the CHRP designation has shown to have very positive impacts on an HR professional's career. Now, in terms of laddering into a second degree here at York, you can use all of your courses in our program towards a second undergraduate degree. So depending on the area or study, you may be eligible to use all or some of your courses from our program to gain advanced standing. Students must apply for and be accepted into an undergraduate program before their advanced standing is issued. So you can get up to 27 credits that you may be eligible for transfer credit, but the actual value of the advanced standing will really be up to the discretion of the faculty to which you apply. Now, in terms of student testimonials, this is a testimonial that I wanted to share with you from one of our graduates who graduated at this time actually last year, Belinda Chin. She says that as a recent graduate of this program, you also get a terrific international experience. Now, she was a full-time student. As the class caters to both domestic and international students. This, in my opinion, provides invaluable insight into how other countries' cultures and how they operate, and is particularly useful for any HR professional, given, of course, the changing demographics of the employee base in Canada. Fabulous program. And I wanted to mention something about Belinda before I move on. She actually was accepted after the program. She completed our program. She went on to get her CHRP designation and is now actually a student in our master's in human resources here at the university. So congratulations, Belinda. The next testimonial is from one of our advisory committee members, Dwayne Conrad. He's the HR director at Morneau Chappelle. When looking at HR professionals, it's important to find individuals that have those core HR expertise, but also soft skills and knowledge to apply that knowledge across various businesses they may support. With the right training, the HR business partner supporting the retail environment today could transfer to financial services and continue to add value to their company as a whole. So this is very, very critical. Not only is Dwayne saying that HR professionals have to have the core HR expertise, of course, but also those soft skills are very important so that they can work in all different kinds of industries. You don't have to be tied to retail. You could transfer easily. All your skills that you're going to be learning in this program are going to be transferable skills that are going to take you from retail to finance, to financial services, to government, and so forth. Really depends on where you want to work. In terms of tuition fees and important dates, the post-degree program, the tuition for domestic students is $7,999. For international students, it's $17,999, and HST is included. We do have installment plans available that you can find online. Applications are currently being accepted. Textbooks and course materials cost about $150 per course, roughly. The part-time online tuition is $6,525. In terms of registration and contact information, this is our contact information. Our website is continue.yorku.ca. If you have any further questions, we have continuing studies advisors that are available to talk to you. You can email them at continue@yorku.ca. If you'd like to come in and see us in person, we would be more than happy to meet with you. We are located in the Atkinson building of the main campus at 4700 Keele Street. We're in room 116, and our number is also on the screen if you would like to contact us. So that is the end of my presentation, and what I'd like to do now is just open it up to the floor for questions, and I will do my best to answer those questions. Contact us. I'm going to put the contact information back on the screen. So what is the average hour per course? So the courses are all 40 hours. That every single course is 40 hours. And how long does it take to conclude on the admission result? Oh, okay. So if you are an international or domestic student and you're interested in the full-time program, our turnaround time to send offers of admission to students is pretty quick. So by the time that you register, you should hear something from us within a week. Are there any other questions from the floor? Is the jurisprudence exam a requirement for the CHRP? Yes, it is. It is a requirement. So whether you are writing the CHRP exam, which is the CKE1, or the CHRL exam, which is the CKE2, both of them have jurisprudence exams. And as I mentioned, we are in the process of developing an employment law course that we will be offering as well to students, so you could always take it once you finish the program. So as I mentioned, where in the course material is this covered? I'm assuming the employment law. As I mentioned, we are currently in the process of developing an employment law course that will be offered to students, and that is something that's being developed in this semester. And once you finish the program, the course will be up and running, so you can actually take the employment law course as well, which will prepare you for the jurisprudence exam. So I am an international student. I'm curious, how easy or difficult is it to get a job during and after the course? So at this point, after the course, like I mentioned, there are the number of jobs in HR are only increasing. There are a lot of entry-level jobs that require the CHRP designation. So we will, with the combination of the 9 courses plus the business foundations, we will really be helping you get ready for work. So all those soft skills that you need, in addition to the the actual HR competencies, will really help you hit the ground running. Now, in terms of during the course, that's something that it really depends on you if you think that you can actually work during the course. We wouldn't have any statistics on how many international students are actually working part-time during the course. I know a few have in the past. That's just based on my experience, but I don't have specific numbers. So I hope that was helpful. How long would it take to complete the certificate if we take up the employment law course? So the certificate, depending on which one you take, so the full-time program, it takes 8 months, like I mentioned. The part-time program, just under 2 years, the online program. And then you would have to take the employment law course. Now, that's totally up to you. If the employment law course, it's most likely going to be offered in an online format, so you can actually technically take it while you're in the program at the same time. That's really up to you if you think that you can manage studying and taking an additional course. That's really up to you. But once it's developed, it probably will be offered 3 times a year in the fall, winter, and summer of every year. So you'll have a lot of opportunity to take that course. Okay, so I have a question about transfer credit. There is a student that is an accountant and not particularly interested in taking an accounting course. Absolutely. So we do have a transfer credit procedure. It's right on our website. You would have to send us proof that you've taken a managerial and financial accounting course, and that it fits the criteria and that there's at least a 90% overlap. And of course, we would grant 1 transfer credit for you. The entire procedure is on our website. So you would have to follow the procedure on our website and send us the required documentation. Are the courses only offered in the day? Yes, the full-time program, we do not have any evening courses. They are only offered during the day, or you can take the online program. So if you're a working professional and you cannot come during the day, then I would highly recommend the online program. Yes, I have a question about transfer credit. If it reduces the program cost for the online program, yes. So we would not expect you to pay for that 1 course. So you would have a reduced tuition fee. Is the English course compulsory for international students before the program begins? No, we do not have any English compulsory courses for international students. You just have to prove English language proficiency, which is a 6.5 on the IELTS. So you need to have 6.5 on the IELTS by day 1 of the program. So any which way, if you do not have 6.5 at this moment, We would highly encourage you to contact our ULE, York University English Language Institute. You can take any kind of upgrading with them, and then just ensure that you get the 6.5 before day one. No, unfortunately, we do not have financial aid that is available for this program. Our program does not qualify for OSAP. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is wrap it up. And like I mentioned, please feel free to give us a call. Our continuing studies advisors are here to help you and talk you through any other questions that you may have. I appreciate you taking the time to participate in this info webinar. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we hope that we will see you in our classroom. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.